Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Angel Blisters with Nicole. Let's go ahead and cleanse our area today for any negative energy and bring in protection from our angels and also guidance, okay? So we can have a wonderful message today from our angels for somebody out there who needs to hear today, okay? Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate everyone that takes their time out to kind of listen to an angel message. Thank you. Okay, so today we have a message. It says, "Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings." Okay? Hello from heaven. Okay? Somebody's been thinking about some loved ones, okay? Or a loved one that's passed, all right? Your loved ones are letting you know that they're okay, all right? They're doing good, all right? Don't worry. Just feel their love and their blessings that are coming over you, okay? Don't worry. They're in good hands, okay? As you can see, it says hello from heaven, okay? So they're up there, okay? They're up there. Let's see what the angels say about this today, okay? Loss can be hard. We get it, And I really believe, it's harder for the ones, down here. We're left and we love them, and but they've ascended. They've gone on to bigger and better things, and they're with God and Jesus. And what else can we ask for, right? So, but yeah, it hurts us because we miss them, of course. We have to think of the end result too. We'll see them someday, and we'll be up there, and they'll be waiting for us. I did have, when I was younger, I had a hard time with death. I didn't fully embrace it and didn't understand, what was going on. But as I grew into more of my spiritual profession and my spiritual way of life, I've realized, ascension is just another step in our soul's journey, and we're here to do a purpose on this planet right now, and calling is being called. So as we do that, that's that kind of put a peace in my heart. It let me kind of look at it a different way, because it wasn't such a finality. It wasn't just the end all do all and that was it. More of a spiritual connection is know that we do ascend, and we do other things. We go on. God's have a plan for us to do and go, and that's part of our spirit that takes and goes. So it's wonderful, and that's what I learned, through my spiritual journey. And I took death a completely different way, and now I look at it, it's ascension. It's another step in our journey, and it's a wonderful step. Yeah, it hurts because of the ones that are left down here, but we have to change our mindset. Know that they've ascended to a better place, to a higher area, to a higher being, and wow, that's, to me, amazing, right? And so we will get there, but eventually it's in God's time, and in His divine timing. But that's what helped me get through it, because I did have a hard time with it. So, and plus, I had a neighbor that was a mortician, and he would bring bodies home, because he would have to take them and deliver them either to different cities, or on the way home, and he would stay and deliver. I don't know why they were there. I don't know. But my mom would tell me, she goes, "There's a body when he has that van there. There's a body in there." And I was like, "No way." So me and my brother, we would go look, and we'd look in the van, and we'd see the body. We're like, "Oh my God, there's a body there." So it was like, death and bodies were just like, oh my God, we were scared, as we were younger. But as I, got older, and I went my spiritual journey, I totally look at it a different way. But that was different, when we were kids. So, okay. So hello from heaven. Okay. Your loved ones are okay. All right. They just want you to know that. Okay. They're getting in touch with you today. They want you to know they're okay. Let go of your worries. Okay. And today you got surrender. Yeah, surrender those worries, honey. Just surrender them. They're okay. They're good. They're completing their journey. They're a new journey. Okay. They've left this journey, but they're on to a newer, a better place, and walking with God and Jesus, and we have to be happy for that, right? So they're doing their thing. They're doing their what God's calling them to do now. But they're okay, and they know that. They know you're worried. They know you're not at ease with it, and they know you have this. You're missing them, but they came through today and letting you know that they're okay, and they're thinking of you as you're thinking of them, right? But just surrender it. You just got to surrender it. You got to give it up to, you know, knowing it's their journey. It's all of our journeys. One day, we'll all be there. So, but it's a part of life that happens. But it's on all how your mindset is with it. Like I said, I had to change my mindset about it. And when I did that, I came up, I got a sense of peace and calm about it. I wasn't so anxious and scared about it. So dive into more, of those spiritual aspects of it. And, you know, they're letting you know they're okay. And, put the worry down. You also got blessings and abundance. Okay. So they're sending you blessings and abundance, their love and everything that you love about them, that you miss about them. They're sending that to you right now. Okay. Blessings of love and abundance is, abundance of love, health, all of it, So they're sending all that to you right now. Okay. So they're just letting you know they're there, and they're watching over you and protecting you. And feel their love and blessings. Okay. It says here, feel their love and blessings, then you got blessings card. Okay. So they're sending it all to you right now. Okay. They're sending it all to you. Just surrender it. Okay. I know it's hard. But like I said, if you look at it at just, a different way, a different mindset, it puts your mind at ease, a little bit more calmer to know where they're at, and, and they're at peace, they're in God's hands. Like I said, but I know it's hard down here. I get it. But that's like I said, just changing your mindset for a second and understanding, because they're sending you their blessings and their love today to let you know don't worry about us. We're good. We're good. Got the holy love. See, they're wrapping their love around you right now, guys. They're wrapping their love around you. Okay. Someone who's lost someone, okay, your loved ones. If you're worried or you're missing them right now, they're sending you their holy love, okay, and their blessings, okay, blessings and abundance. They're thinking of you too. They're thinking of you too. You might be smelling them. You might be seeing feathers outside. It's another way to know that they were there. Okay, they leave feathers outside. Coins. If you're seeing coins around, but not necessarily where coins should be, it's an angel or your loved one. Those are just signs and signals that they'd like to do. Just to let you know, okay? That they're there and they're watching over you and they're thinking of you. And they're wrapping their holy love around you right now. Because for someone right now, I think somebody's really upset and somebody's missing them right now, okay? And they're needing to hear this message and learn to, just change a different mindset, okay? And know that they're okay. They're okay. Just surrender it. Give it to God right now. Talk to God about it. Say, God, help me surrender this. I'm missing them. It's hurting. I just, help me get through this. Okay. Because, grief has a process. Okay. There's steps in the process of grief. Okay. And I think you're in the middle of it right now. Okay. That's okay. Just surrender it. Surrender it to God right now. Okay. Because your ancestors are surrounding you. They're giving you they're holding you. They're holding you in their love. Okay. So I just, feel their love right now. Remember how they were. Remember how they would come and hug you or kiss you or, give you a hug and tell you it's okay. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing right now. Okay. Because they feel it. They feel it. They know. Oops. Got too many out of that. 10. Let's do one more for the angels, and then we'll do some clarifying. Okay, signs and reminders. Like I said, you could be seeing feathers, birds, coins, butterflies. Those are signs and reminders too that they're out there, they're around you. Okay. And they like to give you little signs and reminders that they're thinking of you too. Okay. Just like you're thinking of them right now and you're missing them, that's their way too. Okay. Of letting you know that they're thinking of you too. Today, whoever this is, that needs this message today, they got you. Okay. They're watching over you and protecting you. Okay. Fully immersed. Everything you want is all around you, just waiting for you to see it. Okay? Stay in the flow. Surrender to the rhythm of life, remaining open to opportunities and lessons that naturally unfold. Okay? So stay in the flow. Surrender. And you also got the surrender angel card. Okay? Just, you got to keep going, babe. Okay? Just surrender to the flow. Keep going. Okay? Like I said, in the steps of grief, we got to get through the steps. I get it. And I think, like I said, fully immersed right now is everything you want's all around you. You just need to see it. Okay? You just need to see it. Okay? Because they're all around you. They're giving you signs and reminders. I don't know if you're not seeing them, but they're there. Okay? Because their holy love is around you and they're all their blessings. Okay? All their blessings. So just stay in that mindset, okay? Change the mindset of, they're good. They're in a better place, okay? Pathfinder, trust your inner compass to illuminate your path through love and career, revealing the direction your soul wishes to explore. Okay, on the flip side, trust your path, listen to your intuition, seek direction, and embrace discovery. Answers reveal the journey within. So trust your path, babe, okay? Just trust it. Because your ancestors are helping, guiding you. You're seeing signs and reminders. You're completely wrapped in holy love, okay? And if you're not seeing it, check around you and look for some signs and reminders, okay? Because they're around you. They're sending their love and abundance to you right now. All their blessings. You just got to surrender to it. Okay, you got 2 cards of surrender. Stay with the flow, surrender, and surrender for your angels. Okay. Okay, let's do some angel whispers. Let's see what the angels are whispering for you right now, okay? and when they contact you, sometimes you think, well, what was that? Did I, did I see that, or did I hear that? Yeah, you did. Never question it. It's always what you initially feel the first time. Okay? Always initially first, see or feel for the first time. Never question. Because when you start to question it, then it's like, well, did I? No, I don't know. And then you did. You did. Just what are we whispering to this person today that's getting messages from heaven today? Okay. Getting messages from your loved ones. Okay. They're sitting down their holy love. They're surrounding you with love and abundance. They're giving you signs and reminders. Got these three today. Let's see what's coming out. It says, honoring the past. Your story is sacred. Each step behind you carve the path beneath your feet. So honoring your past, okay? And then you got golden opportunities. When the light finds you, step forward. What awaits you was always yours to claim. Okay. And then also your intuition. Intuition is awakening. Okay, so I'm feeling here that maybe you're going through a change right now, and you're missing the ones that used to give you guidance and used to give you the answers. And what they're doing now is contacting you today to do the same thing. Okay, they're letting you know, they're giving you the answers. Okay, they're giving you the direction you need to go. You just need to listen to those signs and reminders that you're getting. Okay, stay in the flow, get fully immersed in these messages that you're not listening to. Okay, because this person is guiding you. Okay, trust your path. It's the pathfinder. Trust your inner compass. Because your loved one is guiding your inner compass. Because they have when they were here. You listened to this person. They helped you and guide you, and maybe it was your mom or dad, a parent, somebody that, always had the answers for you, and you always went to them and they gave you the right answers, and you honored that, and you did what they told you to do, because you knew that they knew what they were doing. And you trusted their advice, and you trusted them. And you're kind of in that situation right now where you need that advice from them. And they're coming through today. That's what they're letting you know, they're here. And don't worry about it. I'm here. I got you. Stay immersed. Listen, because I'm giving you signs. I'm helping you just on this side. Okay? Just on this side. So listen to your intuition. Awaken it. You got to go into the quiet. You have to go into the silence. Listen. And you'll get your answers. Okay? Because when the light finds you, you'll get the opportunities that you're needing. And your ancestors are going to shine that, honoring the past, because your story is sacred. You have a sacred connection to this person. Okay, you have a sacred connection to this person. And this person is coming from heaven and guiding you and letting you know, I'm here. Okay, I'm giving you signs and signals. I'm wrapping my holy love around you right now. Okay, just surrender it. Just surrender it all. Go into the silence, listen. Because when you do, your intuition and your light will find you. Okay? Your light's going to find you. But, you're still in that grief. You're still in that grief state. And when you're in that grief state, and missing the person that you used to go to and have all the answers, you're kind of confused. You're emotionally confused. You're emotionally disrupted. So that's why they want you to go into the quiet. Just go into the quiet. Listen, because the voice within you will grow clearer. That's what it says here. The voice within you will grow clearer, and you will hear it. You'll hear them. Okay? Trust the light to the path that's now unseen, because they're going to get you there. Okay? Your loved one. Wow. Okay? But just go into the quiet. Okay? That's amazing. Like I said, you have this sacred connection with this person, and you trusted them wholeheartedly. You trusted their guidance. You trusted every word that they said. Because the step that you took with them was a sacred step. You went with them and you got them. They got you. It was a good connection. Okay? But they're letting you know they're with you. They're sending you these signs and reminders in this situation that you're in, that you're worried about. Okay? Let's get let's get a spirit message. See what spirit has to say today. Spirit message for this person's from heaven. Their ancestors are contacting them, guiding them. Okay. Just need to go into the quiet, listen to the signs and the reminders that are happening for them. Because their path right now is getting illuminated, and I think because of the grief and you missing them, you're missing the signs. You know, you're more into the reality of it versus the spiritual end of it. Okay. And they can't get through because of this block. Okay, so you're going to have to just surrender it. You know, talk to them, talk to God. Like I said, just surrender it. Say, God, take this off of me, this worry for them. And when you do, you'll be able to hear them better. Okay, you'll be able to hear them. You'll be able to hear them better. And as you hear them better, you will be getting the signs that they're guiding you to. Okay. Let's go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Well, use what they taught you as an added strength. Okay. So they taught you a lot, you know. Go back to the heart of who you were, or who you are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward as a renewed sense of confidence. Okay. So the wounds and everything that happened, you know, these are things like I taught you, but your ancestors are letting you know that they're with you, and you have the tools. Okay, you have the tools to get through it, and they're guiding you through it right now. They're guiding you through it. Okay. And you've kind of lost yourself in the mix because of you missing them and worrying about them. But don't worry about them. They're letting you know they're good. Okay, they're good, and they got you. Okay, they got you. Let's get some spiritual advice today. Okay, get some spiritual advice of what they want you to do. Okay, what they want you to do. Okay, what do you want them to do? Okay, you need to go back to who they truly are, because like I said, you're in the midst of the grief. Okay, but don't lose yourself. You got to go back to who you truly are. Okay, acknowledge what happened. Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, we'll all be there someday, but changing your mindset and changing how you think about it, and knowing that the place that they're in is better, and that they're okay, they're good, they're not in pain anymore, they're not hurting anymore. And most of all, best of all, they're watching over you and guiding you. Okay, they're still there guiding you. So you got to follow your passion, purpose, inspiration, joy, and fulfillment. Okay, follow your purpose, man. I think you're going down a path of bad ways of grief, and you need to snap out of it. This is them letting you know, snap out of it. Don't worry about it anymore. Okay, we're good. You need to get up and start doing what you need to do. Find your path. Okay, and you have golden opportunities. You have your intuition is telling you, go back to who you were. You know, because you're surrounded by your angels. You're surrounded by your loved ones. They're giving you blessings. They're giving you signs. Okay, and you're surrounded by love. Okay, trust your path. Follow your passion. Like I said, if you're needing answers, okay, and they're the ones that help guide you or help giving you, it says here to follow your passion. Pathfinder, go by the path that makes you happy. What fills your heart? And do it. That's what they're telling you today. Okay? Honor your boundaries, respect, understanding, communication, and trust. Okay. So you've come out too smarter about a situation, okay? Also. And know that if whatever this path is that you're trying to go down, just make sure that your boundaries are set. They're letting you know, set them, okay? Honor yourself, respect and understanding. That's all in the mix. Never forget that. Because when you do, you put that good energy out there and that will come back to you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get a spirit animal today for this. What spirit animal that you need to hear today from? Let's help and guide you. What spirit animal is helping you today through your journey on this path? You got the stag spirit, which is take the lead. Take the lead, babe. You can do this. They're letting you know you can do this. Okay? You can do this. On this path, following your passion, your purpose, your inspiration, take the lead. Okay? Don't worry about them anymore. They're good. Okay? If this grief and this worry for them is holding you back from your true passion, to your true path, they're letting you know, no, don't worry about them anymore. Okay? You gotta let it go. Okay, you gotta let it go. Just surrender it. Because you have a path and a purpose. Okay? And you need to surrender what happened in the past. We know you honor your past, It's okay. You have nothing to feel guilty about or worry about from the past, okay? But your past is your past and your new path is forward, okay? And if you're worried about doing something that's different than what this way was for them, they're letting you know it's okay. Okay? Follow your love, follow your path. Don't worry about what we thought or what we were doing or what we believed, okay? Don't do that. Okay? You follow your heart. That's what this is telling you today. Follow your heart. They're letting you know, follow your heart. Okay? Take the lead. Take the lead of your life, of your purpose. And don't worry about how they felt about it. Because they're letting you know we're good. We're good. Okay? Don't worry about us. Go back to the heart of who you truly were and do what opens your heart. Okay? Because I feel that you're still stuck in the past of what they wanted you to do or the path that they were guiding you to, or but don't feel guilty now that they're gone and you want to do your own thing. Okay? Because you have to find your passion, what truly, fills you and opens up your heart. You cannot do something that does not, for somebody else, and for one that's not here anymore. Okay? And they're letting you know, just do what you want to do. Okay? Don't worry about me anymore. I'm good. I'm okay. Go back to who you were, go back to what's going on, go back to what fully, fully, fully charged your heart. Take the lead and, do what you got to do, because that is what they want you to do. Okay? That's what they want you to do. That's what they want you to do. Because that filled you up. And I don't think maybe they didn't understand it, or they didn't, get it. My dog is dreaming. Hey, hey, you okay? Here's a good girl. Okay. She was dreaming. Okay. All right. Let's close this out today with the guardian angel. Okay. You need to go with what fills your heart, honey. Okay. And that's what they're letting you know today. That's what they're letting you know. Okay, don't worry about what they were feeling, or what they, everything you want is fully around you. Just do it. Okay? Get fully immersed in it. Stay in the flow, surrender to the rhythm of life, open to opportunities and lessons that naturally unfold. Okay? And that goes with the golden opportunities. Because I think whatever your path or your journey is going to do, it's going to be good. But you're holding back from a loved one that maybe didn't understand your path, or didn't want you to go down there, or didn't want you to do it. But don't feel guilty, because they're good. Okay? They're good. And, honoring your past is good. And they know your story was sacred because you did have a good connection with this person. But the voice within you is growing clearer, okay? And it's letting you know your heart is opening to what you want to do. Get up and do what you need to do. Take the lead, okay? They're wanting you out of this grief process, okay? Go back to who you truly are. Open up your heart. Go back to who you were. They're letting you know that they're good with signs and reminders, okay? And they're also sending you blessings and abundance and holy love. Okay? They're holy love. So we just have to surrender it. Okay? Just surrender. And do what you want to do. That's what they're letting you know today. Okay? And today you got from your guardian angels is judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It's time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by the structure and method for long enough. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. Wow. Okay? Just be you. There's no judgment anymore. Okay? There's no judgment anymore. Follow your passion. Follow your passion. Okay? And this is a clear sign from your ancestors that you were worried about. Okay? They're saying don't worry about it anymore. You do what you want to do. Okay? There's no judgment anymore. There's no fears anymore about how they're going to feel, how they're going to act, or what they're going to say. You just follow your purpose, babe. Take the lead right now and just fly with it. Fly with it. That's what they're telling you. Go with it today. Go. Take the lead and run. Because trust in your path, okay, is where you want it to go. Okay? And stay in the flow, surrender to the rhythm. Okay? Because it's all going to come up now. It's all going to flow. Okay? So this message was for you today to let you know that your ancestors, or your ancestor that passed away, your loved one, is letting you go. Okay? There's no more judgment anymore. Do what you want to do. Like I said, if they had a problem with your idea or with whatever, and you were stuck in the past, you know, because you wanted to honor them, honoring the past, and they're letting you know, just do what you want to do. Okay? Just let go, surrender. They're not here anymore to battle you with it anymore. Okay? And they're letting you know to just do what you want to do. Like I said, they might have not understood your path. They might have not seen it before, or do what they never saw it before, but they, it was an older generation, could have been, and they just don't see things, the way the younger generation sees things. And it could have been something that you had a passion about, and they were just like, what are you can't do that for a living, you know and they just kept putting you down about it. And that's what I'm kind of feeling here. But you honor that. Your heart honored, just honor, your elders, and do what you're supposed to do. They know best, and you do what, I'm feeling this as a parent. Okay. And, you kind of butted heads, and, you honored them though in every step and every way of your life growing up. And it was a good bond. You guys had a great bond. But yeah, you battled sometimes, like, children and parents do. But they just didn't see your dream and your passion as you saw it. And you kind of put it to the side because, you had to deal with them, or, they just didn't see it. And you never wanted to bring it up because it was a battle, or it was something that they didn't see and they didn't, like, or however it was. But they're letting you know today, just they're good. Okay. They let it all go. They've surrendered it. They're giving you their holy love, and they're giving you their blessings today. Okay. Go do what you want to do. Go do what you want to. Follow your heart, babe. Okay. And they're sending you signs and reminders for that. So listen. Okay. Go listen. And, take the lead. Follow your passion. And there's no more judgment. There's no more judgment anymore. Okay. You're free of that. They're letting you know they're free of that. Don't worry about that anymore. We're not here to do that anymore for you. There's there's bigger and better things in the that we're tending to right now, and that's just we're not battling anymore, honey. We're not battling. They're sending you their love and their blessings, and they're sorry, and they're just honor yourself right now, and take charge. Okay, respect, understanding, go back to who you were, and follow your passion. Okay, follow your passion. That's what they're letting you know today. There's no more judgment. Everybody surrendered it. Everybody surrendered it. Wow. So follow your passion, babe. Okay. Love and honor is great, and you've shown that. You've shown honor to your elder, and you've honored them. Okay, throughout your life until their passing. And you've put off your path, and you've put off kind of like your life for them. Okay, because it's not what they understood, or they didn't understand it, or not didn't want you to do. Okay, but now that they've passed, they're giving you their blessing, and they're giving you their holy love, and wrapping you in their holy love, and letting you know it's okay. We're not judging here anymore. We're letting you find your purpose, because they knew they stood in your way of your purpose. And they want you to let you know that, each step behind you, it carved a path for who you are. Okay. Through the past. And like I said, honoring it was something you believed in. It was a true depth in your heart. Honor thy elders, honor, respect, all of it. You have great belief in that, which is honorable. And that's why you've put it off. Okay, you've put it off, and you honored your elder, and and they're honoring you now, and they're letting you know that. Do what you want to do. Follow your heart. And right now, go take the lead. Okay? So I honor your spirit and your soul, because there's not many people out there today that still honor and respect the elders as you do, as we all should, because, they've been here and been there, done that. They have knowledge and wisdom that we don't. And if you don't listen, you're bound to end up, repeating cycles of their mistakes. That's why they talk, and that's why we need to listen. you know Always respect thy elders, because they have the wisdom. But right now they're letting you know that you do what you want. Okay, we're good. We're good. And they're sorry about judging you. And right now they're just letting you know that just to let go. There is no more judgment. There's no more judgment anymore. Okay? And you follow your heart, because they've given you their blessing. Okay? They've given you their blessing. Wrapped in holy love. Okay. So thank you guys for this message. I appreciate this. This was a good, honorable message for one out there that's respecting the elders and put off their life for their elder, and letting the elders know it's okay. Okay? You follow your heart and your passion, because we understand now that this was your calling, and there is no more judgment anymore. So follow your path and trust your path. Okay? Trust your path. So thank you, angels, for this message, and thank you out there, whoever this message was for. I feel a very honorable soul, and I wish you the best on your new passion, and taking the lead, and you go for it. Okay? All right, guys, till next time. Thank you again for watching Love and Light, and I will see you next time.